In another life, I used to do family law. Woo-wee! It was something. And I'm telling you, I used to represent a lot of men who had undocumented income. And you guys out there know what I mean when I say undocumented income. And let me tell you, it was something about being forced to pay child support under an order that will always cause them to just pay what they're ordered to pay, when in reality, when they were not under that order, they would pay a lot more in child support. A lot of times they'd be paying rent, they would be paying all the child's clothing, everything. But as soon as they get that order, there's something about that order that causes that mindset to only pay what is being ordered to pay. Remember that. I just got a call and I tried to tell her just to give her a heads up. Let's see if she'll listen. I know what I'm talking about.
Hey, my brothers, how are y'all today? This was sent to me from my Telegram group. And what she's saying is 100% correct, because I don't know what women think. Women think that men are just these dumb donkeys, these dumb workhorses that will actually bend to their will. Black women do, especially. Now, they know doggone well if the roles were reversed with what that woman just said, where they were giving the child all kinds of money and paying rent and doing all this kind of stuff, spending all this kind of money. Men would probably just take the check and take the money and figure out that, you know, if you go to court, especially speaking to a lawyer, that you're not going to get any more. And why should you? Why, if you had a parent that's actually putting in financial help and they're agreeable and your relationship is rather cordial and all that kind of stuff, why would you mess it up? Men are about peace and stability. Women are about chaos. Black women ultimately want control, and this is all this is about. That woman knew doggone well that trying to put her baby daddy on child support, and he's a hustler with undocumented income, that she's going to get the minimum. Her girlfriends could have told her that. But black women are hard-headed. They think the white man can always make black men do something that they don't want to do. And I've heard many, many women say the same thing about their husbands or their baby daddies or whatever, their male children. I'm going to get the white man on you. Like Neely Fuller said years ago, the real man is the white man. And black women know that a real man is a white man. So that's how come they say, if you're going to be a real man in their eyes, so you have to exceed what white men actually do. That's what they mean by real man. You got to provide for her, or like a white man provides for an upscale white woman. That makes you a real man. Now, all the money that scammers and drug dealers and people with undocumented income that are hustlers spend on women is what attracted to her in the first place. And she's going to try to nail him down or keep him attached to her by having a child. And most hustlers, if they got income flowing in, they're going to take off a piece and take care of their kid. But you got to remember, hustlers and those kind of folks, they are non-conformists. If you try to take them into court and make them do something, they're going to do the opposite. And what that woman said is exactly what happens, because I'm that way. Okay, if I'm giving you money and I'm taking care of the kid and doing all this kind of stuff, now you want to take me to court, guess what? You're going to get exactly what the court is ordered. That's what 50 Cent did, and his income was documented. She took him to court. Guess what she got? She got the money that was ordered. She got a lot of money. She got $6,000 a month, but she couldn't get no more. You know, she couldn't get the mansion. She couldn't get all the millions that he had because she took him to court. And there's two things that black women are trained not to do. One is to respect you, that's to give you control. The second is to trust you, which is why they don't give you control. They trust the white man. They trust the white judicial system to make you conform to something, right? They trust the white man. They don't trust you, even though they laid down and had a baby with you, because the baby was to control you and control your pockets. And if they don't feel they can control you and control your pockets because of whatever they're doing, or they want to get up nasty about it and have an attitude, and rightfully so, you can cut off the money. So they're going to haul your ass down to court, try to make you pay a certain amount. The guy's going to say, you know what? If that's the way we're going to do things, you're going to get exactly what the judge says you're going to get and not a penny more. And then they cry. They cry because you won't fund them the way they think they need to be funded. They can do anything they want with the kid. They can live their whatever kind of lifestyle they want. And you're supposed to pitch in to help fund their lifestyle because she had a kid for you. And so you're beholden to her for the rest of your life because she had a kid for you. Man, I've heard that too. Like all of a sudden I'm supposed to do for you like a husband because you had a kid. Now do what's necessary to take care of the kid. But if you off with some dude and y'all move in together, you and him are responsible for their rent, not me. I'm not going to responsible for taking care of two adults and my kid because I had a kid with you. I'm responsible for the kid, not you. And women, especially black women, have this idea that if I have a kid for you, now I control you because I can come and get the law on you. I can come get your family on you. I can shame you in public. And so I can make you conform by putting enough legal and social pressure on you to do so. And sometimes I've seen it where sometimes they bring in their goon squad, right? Which is the cousins and brothers to physically try to intimidate you into doing something. I remember there was a video where this woman had tried to have her brothers come over and beat the baby daddy up, and both of them got shot. One of them got killed because she sicked the goon squad on her baby daddy because she was mad. But this is not unusual. But on a lighter note, man, there's a couple of things that came across my desk. There are two bills going on in Maryland, right, that could significantly help black men. One is a bill to stop taking away driver's licenses and other penalties for black men that are working because they may or may not be behind in child support, which doesn't help the child, doesn't help the mother, and definitely doesn't help the state because it costs more to put you in jail than it does to actually allow you to stay out and work. It taking away your ability to actually earn a living doesn't help the child, doesn't help the mother, and it doesn't help the state because the state has to fund the money to the mother that you can't make while they got you hung up, right? So there's a bill in Maryland that's going to do that. So I'm going to give you a screenshot, put it on the screen. You can check it out. And I'm probably going to dig into this later on, but this just came across my desk. The second is a bill to make at least partially mandatory paternity testing, at least at birth. Because we know that black men suffer from false paternity probably more than any other group in America. And strangely enough, everybody asked me for the study. And I saw this study coming out of Ohio where they did a study of paternity clinics, paternity testing sites, right? And of course, Asians were the least vulnerable to paternity fraud. I think they were like 18, 19%, right? And then, white folks, I think they were in like the low 20s. And I think the Latinos were like in their 30s. Black men were 41%. Close to half of all the results of paternity tests for black men was false. Okay, false paternity where you weren't the father. That shows you the way our black women feel about us and how much respect they have for us. So this bill is going to make that reality, or try to make it reality. There's a lot of push that I'm hearing against this. Of course, white liberals and black women do not like this bill. They do not like these bills. The people that go to jail for paternity, for lack of child support payments, 71% are actually black males. Like I said, paternity fraud is 41%. We're supposed to have the best women, and we suffer from this more than any other group. But that's black female loyalty to black men. And sometimes it really pisses me off for them to even fix their mouths to say how loyal they are. They send us to jail. They beat up on us. They shoot at us. They slander our name. They abort our babies when they feel like it. And when they feel like it, they stick babies out of wedlock on us. And then sometimes even accuse us falsely by lying to us. And then if it does happen to have paternity, they have no compunction about sending, one of the poorest classes of men to prison and to jail for lack of paternity, for lack of child support payments. And they don't care. You can be sleeping in your car. She don't care whether she gets the check or not. She gonna send you to jail and take your driver's license, take away your means to work just to hurt you. Because if you're not working and you're not paying anything, then guess what? You're not helping her. And all this stuff is always presented as letting black men off the hook and giving black men more power. Really. Really. And the two biggest people that are in the way are always what? White male liberals and black women. With the white women being a close third on the rungs. Anyhow, so this was not meant to be long. I thought this was funny, because I've been in that position. And I can't tell you the stuff that was asked of me to do for her because of my kids. And I'm not going to get into it because every time I drop any personal information, then somebody's going to go back and look, and I don't want them to go back and actually dig into the history. Because it's one thing if it's about me, because I could care less what you think about me. The thing is when it reflects on my family, that's why I have to draw the line. So I'm not going to tell that story today. It is funny that involved family members and family members ganging up on me to remunerate certain conditions or solve certain conditions that my ex put herself in. But that's a story for a different day and a different audience. With that, I'm going to jump off here. This is Beach Just Out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.